welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some advice for high school, for sophomore and freshman year. I am going to be a junior this year, which means I'm going into grade 11. So I thought I would share with you guys some advice I have for grade 9 and grade 10. Let me know what other back to school videos you want to see in the comments as well. Make sure you give this video a like if you are enjoying the intro so far. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that. It is just down there. Make sure you do that. And follow me on my social medias to keep up to date with my life. To vlog as much as I can, so make sure you also subscribe to my vlog channel. All my links are down below. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to hop right into my high school advice for sophomore and freshman year. Let's go! So I'm going to start off with some tips I have for the first day of school. Just know that this is based off of my personal experience and just advice and tips I have. Everybody's school is different, and so again, it's just based off of my personal experience. The first day of school went by pretty fast for me. At my school, basically all the teachers do for the first day of school is give you a couple papers that you need to sign and get your parents to sign, which just mention their expectations for the class and for that course, and a couple rules and basically how the course is going to go out. This was both for freshman and sophomore year. All I can really remember is that's what they did. It went by pretty fast. They kind of just explain a lot of the rules. So I do recommend pay a lot of attention to what they're saying just to make sure you can follow all the rules throughout the school year. Some teachers may have like specific things they want you to bring to that class. Some teachers want you to have a binder just for that class. I never actually really did that. I usually had 2 binders, one for each semester. So I would categorize all my classes with those binders and notebook. Depends on you and what your teachers want you to do. When it comes to bringing supplies for the first day of school, I literally brought everything. I don't know how your school works, but some teachers will have class lists. They didn't do that at my school about what kind of back to school supplies they wanted you to buy. So I kind of just bought everything, and that's kind of normal for grade 9s. Why is there a huge... There's a really loud jet. I just kind of brought everything and put it in my locker, which I really do like that about high school, is having a locker, because I feel like my stuff is all secure in it. It's my own little space at school where I can just throw everything in there. I did keep my locker very organized. I did go to a school where I only knew a couple people there. Most of the people from my elementary school or my middle school went to a different school. But I just recommend, if you're going to a school that you're not familiar with and that you don't know a lot of people, just go in with confidence and make a good first impression, because that's how people are going to start to know you. Showing the teachers a good first impression and just everyone there, and it will run smoothly. If you guys have any questions about the first day of school that I don't really touch base on, then make sure you just comment them down below and I will definitely reply to all of you guys. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. Okay, so on the first day of school, make sure you ask questions. I found this really helpful. Asking questions right away on the first day of school. I kind of lost where to go for my class, and my bus was already late to the school, so I was late to my first class of high school. At my school, they had teachers standing out in the hallways to guide you class you have to go to, and so I asked the teachers where my class is, and she pointed me in the right direction, so it was super helpful. And I also couldn't get into my lock on the first day of school, so I asked a upperclassman to help me with that as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions on the first day of school. It will be super helpful for you if you don't know where to go. It will just save you a lot of time. Moving on to upperclassmen, which is any grade above you. This is more towards freshmen, but don't be afraid of upperclassmen. You will find mean upperclassmen and you will find nice upperclassmen. I know a lot of nice upperclassmen who are super nice and super helpful. Number 1 tip, if they're mean, just ignore them. You won't even know they're there. Moving on to sports, I really recommend that you try out for sports teams. I did try out for sports teams more in sophomore year, but in freshman, I barely tried out for any sports. I did track the second semester. That's when my track and field started. I don't know when yours starts, but I did do that, and then I had to leave it because I wasn't doing well in a class. I really recommend to try out for sports. It's a good way to make new friends and meet new people, and it's just good to see what kind of sports they have at your school, because if you don't try, then you don't know and you're gonna regret it. Like, I really regret not trying out for a ton of sports in grade 9. I was super nervous. Usually they start sports like the first week of school, so I just recommend to be prepared for that. If you don't like sports at all and you don't want anything to do with them, I totally understand that, so maybe try out for clubs. It's just a really good way to know your school better and to make friends and to get to know even the teachers who run the sports teams and clubs. Like basketball, and you tried out anyways and you made the team because you just have this hidden magical skill. I wish I was you, but you don't know if you don't try. I know there's a couple sports at my school which you don't have to try out for. You kind of automatically make the team, which is super awesome. Moving on to assignments and marks. In high school, assignments and marks are very different from middle school because you can fail a class, and you can't really fail classes in middle school. You can get a 40 and pass easily. You really focus on your studies. Try to find a balance with your social life and your school life, because I know it's hard to do that sometimes if you really like to socialize. Like, I love to socialize. A big tip I have is to do your homework a lot, because when you do your homework, it's like a review of what you're doing. The teachers don't just give homework for no reason unless they suck and they're really mean, which I hope they're not like that at your school. If you don't have homework one night, I still recommend to do a quick, maybe 20-minute review of what you learned for that day and ask a lot of questions, because that is how you can get your marks up. Homework can be pretty helpful, not gonna lie, because you can review it and then use your homework to study for the test. I know a lot of teachers mention that some things in the homework will be on the test. Don't do your homework, you're gonna end up falling behind in class and you're gonna get lost. So try to do your homework, complete your assignments. Something that my one friend does, and I try to do that a lot too, is to complete my assignments before the due date, and then it's just out of your way. Study if you need to study, or hang out with your friend. Are crucial to getting your mark up and to getting a good mark, because you don't want to fail your class. As for classes, I know in grade 9 you can take some grade 10 classes. I never did that, but I know a couple people who did that. Some classes are different, and that's why people take grade 10 classes in grade 9. So maybe think about doing that if you haven't already picked your classes. Like I mentioned before, you can fail class, so just make sure you're looking out for that. What I find pretty cool is that they let you change your classes the first week of school. If you took a class that you don't really like and it's not a mandatory class, which means it's not required, change it the first week to a different class. If you have other classes that you wanted to take, again, you can't do anything like that in middle school. Sometimes you can't change your classes though, just if the class is already full or something like that. Don't change your classes if you don't like it, then talk to your guidance counselor, kids. On to making friends in high school. Like I mentioned before, I went to a high school where I didn't know a lot of people, so I definitely had to make some friends. Some people are super shy. I'm not extremely shy. My friends describe me as an extrovert, kind of who I am. It's not easy for you to make friends. What I recommend, like I mentioned before, is to join clubs and to join sports. Super easy way to make friends and to meet new people. I had classes where I didn't know anybody at all, and you get put beside some random person that you don't know. Just try saying hi and talking to them. Even ask them some random question that you already know the answer to. That is like, I know that sounds super funny, but that is like a tip that I use sometimes. If I want to try to start a conversation, I'll be like, hey, do you know when lunch is, or something. And it's a good way to start making a conversation with the person and to get more comfortable, and then eventually it will just happen naturally. Once you know it, you're gonna have friends in high school and you're gonna be like, wow, what was I like when I didn't have friends? That's so weird. I promise, because that was me. For drama, just stay out of it. I do not like drama at all with people in my school. I don't want to deal with their problems. I don't want to be involved with their problems. So I just personally would stay out of drama if I were you. You don't want to be involved in that. Like, there is just much more better things to do than deal with people's drama or have drama in general, because rumors spread, people get hurt. It's just not worth your time. So honestly, if you know about drama, if somebody's trying to spread drama to you, be like, okay, cool, but just don't tell anybody else. Ignore it. Let it go out your one ear. You know, when you're in a long, boring class and you don't know what's happening, yeah, just kind of act like that. But honestly, don't be a part of drama at all. It's seriously a waste of time. You could be doing so much more better things, like watching my YouTube videos. Just kidding. Unless it's drama class, because drama class is amazing. Now on to grade 9 versus grade 10. Before that, what I found different between high school and middle school is that there is so much more freedom. My middle school, we went outside. We had to go outside. We had to ask to go to the washroom to go back inside, and in high school it's not like that. Once the bell rings for lunch, you can literally go home. That's what I really did like about that, was there was freedom. Once I'm out of my class, I had 5 minutes to do whatever I want, which is walk to your next class. A ton more freedom. Grade 9 versus grade 10 isn't too different. Of course, you're not a freshman anymore when you're in grade 10, so you do feel a little more confident. Kind of already know how your school is laid out. It's kind of a fresh start for grade 9 opposed to grade 10 where it's like, okay, it's a routine. I feel like I'm going to find grade 9 and 10 totally different from grade 11, so I will let you guys know. But yeah, that is all for the video. Sorry if I talked super fast and if I wasn't 100% clear. I just kind of want to get all my advice out to you guys as best as I can. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. Leave me your video requests for back to school down below in the comments. I think I'm going to just start uploading every Sunday again because it's getting closer to school. I can't upload twice a week during the school year. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys so much. Also for my giveaway, if you entered it, the giveaway winner is in the description box of that video. So if you want to know who it is, they already been emailed, but it is in the description box of that video. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.
They're crying out loud, settle down. You know I could be fine.